Right, now we're just going to walk through a quick index trade. In this instance, we're going to trade the Aussie 200. Depends who you trade with as to what they call this index itself. So some people call it Aussie 200, Australian 200. It's the equivalent of the XJO, or the top 200 stocks on the exchange. My provider just uses the futures codes for the SPY, which is the equivalent of the underlying index itself, or the cash index itself. So in this case, it's $25 a point is what I trade. Some providers will drop that significantly to even $1 a point and so forth, but you know it's a market maker in that instance. The spreads go a lot wider. It's a lot harder to trade. Sometimes you get dodgy fills and so forth. My provider just puts them straight through to the underlying futures contract. So in this case, it's going to be $25 a point. So the way it works, let's say the Aussie 200 is trading at 4,600 points. Okay, we're going to buy one contract. Now, as we're aware, it's $25 a point. So to get your full notional value of the actual position you're taking, because we are only buying one contract, okay, it's actually the $25 per point. So it's the 25 times 4,600. So by taking that one contract, I'm actually getting 115,000 Aussie dollars exposure in taking that Aussie 200 position. I pay $10 a contract commission as a flat fee. My margin only 3%, so 3,450 for over $100,000 position is pretty good. Moving down, we get it right. Let's say the market moves up overnight. Okay, in this instance, it's gone up 50 points. Okay, quickest way to work out your profit is to then take the additional points and times it by the dollar value per point that you're trading. But just to walk through it simply, we're selling one contract because obviously we only purchased one in the first place. The position we're going to close has gone up to 116,250 in value. Again, that's really irrelevant because I only pay a $10 flat fee per contract. I don't pay financing because my provider tracks the underlying. Now, usually if you trade with a market maker specifically, and they give you a dollar a point, so to speak, or they might give you a $5 a point kind of contract, a much smaller one. They will actually charge you financing majority of the time. Sometimes it can be higher than a normal equity CFD as well. So just be careful when you're doing that and have a look. But in this case, I don't pay any financing because the underlying futures products don't incur financing costs. So the total outlay overall, if you include your commission, is $3,470. For a gross profit of $1,250. So not bad, because once you take off the $20 com, you're still left with over $1,200 for a 50-point movement overnight, which is nearly 36% return on investment, which is just brilliant. So it just goes to show you the power of leverage. Just make sure when you are trading different index products, especially if you're going to trade the DMA ones and so forth, make sure you do look at the contract specs as to what the standard dollar per point is. Because if you look at stuff like, let's say, the S&P 500 that trades at 10,000 points or somewhere around there and can be up to $50 a point, that's a $500,000 US contract. So just make sure you keep an eye on it.